And another good afternoon. It's part 2 of the YouTube Studio Beta uploading videos recorded today, 8th of August 2019. It's called Titles and Playlist. A couple of little observations which I want to get through to teach myself and anybody else who looks over my shoulder. So you're looking at classic uploader, YouTube, and the arrow here is pointing to add playlist. In the normal way in our classic, what we used to do is upload it, still do, and then click add playlist and you get a drop down. Now on my main channel I've got over 200 playlists, and what I normally do is type in the box, say something like beta. You can see in Studio Beta videos pops up in that example. If I type a word which is irrelevant, like the word donkey, there isn't any playlists on that, and therefore create new. I'm showing you this because this is YouTube Classic. So what happens is when you go over to the first thing was about playlists, but I just want to sneak in this little bit about titles, and it is a little bit about titles. You'll notice that London Night Sky on the last video that I've done is slightly different than Night Sky Full HD, because this is the native file, and what's actually happening, which might be a bug, and that is that you upload your video. This one was called Night Sky Full HD, and I've instantly changed it to London Night Sky. The reason it's a little caveat to this video is because when you get your email, or a subscriber gets an email saying Mike Down's just uploaded a video, what you've actually got is not London Night Sky. London Night Sky is the title that you saved, but the first one of the file name, i.e. Night Sky Full HD. Can you see the confusion there? So if you'd have put something that actually is meaningless, it looks like you've not bothered, and therefore you've uploaded a video which was just half-baked or inaccurate, where the truth be told, you didn't, you worked hard on it. So let's go over to a demo. I'm just going to try and do something here, and I'm going to hit Control 1, which is going to instantly bring up Studio Beta for the bit I was talking about, playlists demo. So what we're going to do is start to finish, only take a couple of seconds, is I've made a little video called a Studio Beta test card, and you'll see instantly what's happened. I'm just going to come, no, I can do it like this. So what you'll find straight away, look, is the native file name, which is obvious, which is Studio Beta test card 001, is the thing. Now what I would suggest on this title first is that save the file on your hard drive as the final title that you want to be public, because there's a pretty good chance that even if I change this now to something like delete the Studio Beta, to make it a bit more public facing, let's say version 1, shall we? Version 1, and then if I hit save on that one, then I've got a sneaky feeling that when we publish and it goes out to public, that the old one, you get the idea, don't you? It's probably a bug, let's hope it's corrected. Playlists is the thing that we're going to be talking about. So instantly this little video is only a thing, it's just for a 15-second thing that goes round for the purpose of this video really, and that's that. Then you go on to advanced settings, and this is the really nice part that I like. I'm going to come off full screen for it, and that is that I showed you before and earlier in this video that playlist is a drop down and a type search. Does not happen on here. So what I'm going to do is just come off a little bit. Yeah, that'll do, 125. And you'll see, as far as I can see, it says add this video to one or more playlists. If I click, you see it drops down, but I can't do the searching, or can I? Because what happens is, look, if I go down, and when I said I've got tons and tons of videos, and quite honestly, there is a lot of playlists through here. You can see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go top right up here, and I'm going to do find on the page, Control or Command F, and I'm going to type the word studio. And what actually happens is that it looks on the web page inside Chrome in this example, and it of course finds anything with studio, and it easily lets you go through and then instantly check. So what was this? This was a Studio Beta thing, wasn't it? So if it was Studio Beta, I can go in and straight away look, that'll do. And you can see what I've done there. I've used Control F or Command F to find text on the page. That's highlighted in orange, and then I've checked it, which is really, really easy, because if you went back and you say close that, you would be going through all of your playlists. And I tried this through this tiny little box, and it's just hard going. I think you get the idea. So if I went in here and I looked for something else on the page, and it was something like, say, find, and let's say I put in there nature, then you can see that there's the keyword of nature, a couple of things that are coming up on my lists. I can't guarantee that as you keep going through and through and through that it keeps scrolling to all of them, but all you're really doing is making, oh, there's new playlist, interesting, so you can make a new one, but you can't actually keyword search for an old one. Anyway, that's enough about that, isn't it? I think we've done it. And another thing, final tip on here, which is an extra, and that is if you look at something like, because we're pretty much finished, remember that I said in yesterday's video, not that you do remember or that you were actually here if you didn't see yesterday's video, but a good example in this beta is that anything, and just watch this because I did this as a little thing earlier, and I did it categories. Now if you see how to and style there, if I go and do on the page find and I put the word sport in, you see it's not on the page. However, if I go down and I drop down the box and then I've got how to and style, of course in the normal way, and you want to change your category, notice the word sport is there. The moment it's actually displayed as a drop down, then what happens is, and I just need to go back and then forward again, you can see that it's found that one instance of sport. So my tip here is anything on a drop down is discoverable, he says, trying to speak, always get a word wrong, to find on the page using the find on page control command F. See the idea? So if I said, is education on the page? Yes, it is there. You get the idea, don't you? Okay, so next for that one, and we are finished, quite honestly, on this video, aren't we? That was it. Look at this, same again. It's as an unlisted. This is going to catch me out, you know, if not other people, because straight away, if I wanted to push this video out to public fast, if I didn't review and preview and publish, look, I would actually put this unlisted. I think that's a problem. I really do think that's a problem. Again, this is feedback to the YouTube team as well as every public person looking over my shoulder on my channel or anywhere else on the planet. Why did they go unlisted? I'd better stop there, hadn't I? Because this is a mystery of the world. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye.